Lord Chesterfield letters to his son. London, January 29th, 1748. Dear boy, I find by Mr. Hart's last letter that many of my letters to you and him have been frozen up in their way to Leipzig. The thaw has, I suppose, by this time set them at liberty to pursue their journey to you, and you will receive a glut of them at once. Hudibras alludes in his verse, like words congealed in northern air, to a vulgar notion that in Greenland words were frozen in their utterance, and that upon a thaw a very mixed conversation was heard in the air of all those words set at liberty. This conversation was, I presume, too various and extensive to be much attended to, and may not that be the case of a half dozen of my long letters, when you receive them all at once. I think that I can eventually answer that question thus. If you consider my letters in their true light as conveying to you the advice of a friend who sincerely wishes your happiness and addresses to promote your pleasures, you will both read and attend to them. But if you consider them in their opposite and very false light, as the dictates of a morose and sermonizing father, I am sure they will not. They will. They will be not only unattended to but unread, which is the case. You can best tell me. Advice is seldom welcome, and those who want it the most always like it the least. I hope that your want of experience, which you must be conscious of, will convince you that you want advice, and that your good sense will incline you to follow it. Tell me how you pass your pleasure hours at Leipzig. I know you have not many, and I have too good an opinion of you to think that at this stage you would desire more. Have you assemblies or public spectacles, and of what kind are they? Whatever they are, see them all, seeing everything in the only way not to admire anything too much. If you ever take up little tale books to amuse you by snatches, I will recommend two French books which I have already mentioned. They will entertain you, and not without some use to your mind and your manners. One is Le Manere de Ben Penseur dans Les Orages de Spirit, written by Pierre Boulars. I believe you read it once in England with Monsieur Codric, but I think that you would do well to read it again, as I know of no book that will form your taste better. The other is L'Art de Plaire dans la Conversation by Abbe de Belgrade, and it is by no means useless, although I will not pretend to say that the art of pleasing can be reduced to a receipt. If it could, I am sure that receipt would be worth purchasing at any price. Good sense and good nature are the principal ingredients, and your own observation and the good advice of others must give the right color and taste to it. Adieu. I shall always love you as you shall deserve.